All right, time for the next Q&A. What's our next question?
Question is, how long after you met did you get married?
Well, it's kind of an interesting question for us because I'm kind of a spreadsheet guy, and I've heard these different teachings and everything that you're supposed to wait 5 years and all that, and I know for the most part that's probably a really good idea because I see it happen a lot. So many people get married and they don't even really know each other. But in our case, Jennifer and I, we had been single for 8 years, and God was preparing us, helping us to learn and see what we needed to change and grow in our lives, and what we needed to look for in somebody. So God was kind of preparing us for a long time to meet each other.
And then we also, once we knew that we wanted to be married and that we were looking at each other as potential spouses, then we went to a pre-marriage counseling class, and it came with some books, and each of us had a workbook that we worked with and asked a lot of questions of different types of relational issues that you experience in a marriage, from intimacy to finances to child rearing to extended family having any sort of input into your family and marriage. And so it was great because as we went through it, we realized that in our getting to know each other, we'd really kind of already explored all of those questions. And so going through the pre-marriage counseling just solidified and confirmed that we were good for each other.
Yeah, it just was a confirmation. And I think coming into it, I remember it seemed like Jennifer was ready to go for it before I was, being that spreadsheet kind of guy. I was thinking, well, aren't we supposed to wait 5 years? I mean, like it's written in the Bible or something, wait 5 years. And so I was kind of dealing with that. And so what were you thinking?
Hurry up, dude.
And so it was kind of funny because it was like, we were talking about it and stuff, trying to figure out, are we ready for this? Is this something we should do? I mean, we felt like each other were the person God had us looking for. I mean, we got along great. We loved talking to each other, and which I know can be an infatuation thing too in the beginning of relationships. So I was kind of trying to figure out, are we ready for this? And so one night it was just we were talking about it and talking through it, and I was kind of going through spreadsheeting it in my head as we were talking and like checking them off. Bink, bink, bink. It's like, hey, if God's brought us together and God is leading to us to get married, then we probably should do it. And that's how we decided that we were ready to get married. And it was actually less than a year. It was almost a year, but not quite, after we had first met at that camping trip.
Yeah, it went pretty quick because we met in May and then we got married the following February.
And I'm glad.
Yeah, 10 years later, he's still glad. Yay me.
She's the best wife for me, as she says. So.
Are you guys paying him?